We can all agree that Minecraft is one of the best games of all time. It has sold the most copies out of any other video game and has defined an entire generation in their childhoods. The game is nostalgic for many, but even though the love for the game is widely acceptable, a lot of preferences such as favorite mobs, updates, and music tracks can bring up tension. This is a game that's very near and dear to a lot of people after all, and to hear another person say that your favorite song from the game is bad while bringing up another can boil people's blood. And that's what I intend to do. I'm gonna put every single Minecraft song into a tier list. Let's go. First off is Minecraft. I sure do love listening Minecraft in Minecraft. This is a rather calm song, I guess. It's pretty good. I don't know why, but whenever I think of this song, I think of like a redstone torch burning in like a dark room. I don't know why I think that, but yeah. There's definitely songs better than it, I'd say. So I'm gonna put it in A tier though, because it's not a bad song at all. It's just not the best. Key. Key is also a kind of calm song. You ever see those like Minecraft nostalgic images videos? This is what I think of when I see those videos. This song kind of just is generally good for whatever you're doing in the game, really. So S tier. Next is Subwoofer Lullaby. I'm pretty sure it's called Subwoofer Lullaby and not just Subwoofer. Yeah, it is called Subwoofer Lullaby. This is a very good one. I think of night when I play this, or when I hear this song. I don't know, it's just like, night is one of those things in Minecraft where it's supposed to be like dangerous. It's, I guess, scary if you're new to the game, but this song playing there, it makes it sound fitting. It makes the nighttime seem, I don't know, curious like. And the later half of the song is pretty good too, so I'm gonna give it an S tier. Next up is Living Mice. Let me hear this one. Oh yeah, this is a great one also. It's one of the fewer sad tracks in Minecraft. You know, that's something I appreciate. Some uniqueness, some difference in it. And I think it's one of those songs that kind of like makes you want to go back in time and old builds and stuff. I'm pretty sure I first heard this song when I was playing on the old tutorial world of Minecraft, and I was in a castle, just minding my own business as a 9-year-old or something. Great song. Is it S tier material? Yes, especially this part right here. I love the ending of this song. Great. Haggstrom. Can you think of a better song than Haggstrom right on the top of your head? There might be a better song than Haggstrom, but I can't think anything off the top of my head, really. This song is just like, I think it fits morning well, really. If you ever seen that old Minecraft animation video, I think it's called Castle Steve, they played this, and that was just perfect. And not just the first half, but what I like about this song is that the second half, it sounds like an entirely different song, and it still fits, it still works out. And it's like, the first part of the song is like morning time kind of, but the second part is like exploration music, I'd say. Like, you're exploring your world and this is playing. I just think that's very fitting. Oh god, there's an ice cream truck outside, and it's... what time is it? It's 9:06. Why is there... oh gosh. I really hope you guys aren't hearing that ice cream truck outside. That's annoying. Next up we got Oxygène. I don't think it's Oxygène. It's Oxygène. This is a nice one. It's a rather calm one, kind of ambient, really, like Key, except it's a bit more defined than Key would be. I guess it doesn't really fit much where you, like, depending on what you're doing in the game, it doesn't really fit a whole lot, I guess. But, I'll put it in A, because it's a pretty good song. Next up is Mice on Venus, which is... It's a nice one. It's, pretty happy go, it's like a ray of sunshine from beginning to middle. Then the middle it starts taking a different shift. Some parts it starts to sound kind of dark. Overall a great track. And it all fits well. It's unique in different parts of it, yet it fits well. Great transitions. I'm not sure if it's on the same par as Haggstrom though. So I'll put it in A tier. Next is Dry Hands. This song is beautiful. When I think of nostalgia in Minecraft, I think of this song exactly. This is just amazing. I'm putting it S tier. Easiest. Well, not easiest S tier. Haggstrom is the easiest S tier in my opinion. But Dry Hands is certainly up there. Next we have Wet Hands, which is kind of the opposite of Dry Hands. Not just a namesake, but musicalness. Dry Hands is kind of like nostalgic and like not really happy, I guess. It's like strange kind of vibes. Wet Hands, though, this is nice. I imagine like being in a village, maybe building a house with your friends. I imagine like attending a sheep farm or something like that. It's chill. It's chill and happy, and I like it. It makes me feel good when I listen to it. Wet Hands is gonna be an A tier. Clark. Let's see what Clark. I gotta recheck this one. I don't remember every single track's name, so sometimes I have to like recheck it, but I'm listening to it now. This is also a good one. It's also kind of calm. I think it's very adaptive. The mood that this song can give kind of depends on just the moment you're in, I guess, and the ending of it. Whenever I think of this song, or whenever I hear this song, I'm reminded of like old castle builds that like, I used to play Minecraft with my dad, he got me into it, and him and his friend on Xbox 360 they made this huge castle. And I just remember being like in those, or in the tutorial world castles, being at like a table and hearing the ending of this. It's just like cozy almost. It's a great song. I'm gonna put it in tough choice really. I don't think it's on par with these other ones on S tier. I think it's in A tier, but it's not very, you know, it's not too far off from S tier, I'll say that. I kind of had to shrink down everything, because there's going to be a lot of songs. This playlist, or soundtrack that Minecraft has, it's a lot of songs, really. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to get them all, if I'm being honest, but I'm gonna get as many as I can. So, next up is Sweden. This is the one that people think of nostalgia. Everyone loves Sweden. Everyone thinks of it being very nostalgic. This is the song that people say defines Minecraft, really. And I gotta disagree a little. Don't get me wrong. It's a great song, I like it. But I don't think, I just like Haggstrom way more and Dry Hands. I don't know, call me weird, but yeah. Call me weird, but A tier. A tier. It's my tier list. This isn't everyone else's tier list. This is my tier list. So, suck on that. That's it. It's Sweden's A tier. You know what? I'll put in A tier. Next up is Danny. This is yet another great song. Maybe I'm just biased towards C418's tracks, but it's not my fault he keeps making like banger tracks like this though. It's not my fault. So the first half I think of like a village, right? That's what I think of. I think of like maybe going around a village, like a classic one, trading with villagers, just going around, maybe building something even in the village. And then the second half kind of takes a turn, right? And then I think of mining, going down in mines, or maybe even mine shafts. I think of like pools of lava you're trying to like dodge or bridge across to like mine diamonds. It's very atmospheric. Even when you're not doing that, it still fits largely with a lot of things you can do in the game. And so I'm gonna put it in S tier. It's a great song. Now we have Beginning. The beginning of these songs that don't play in survival mode, really. This song, it plays in not even creative mode either. It plays in the menus. That kind of takes away from... That's kind of a con in my opinion. Because as cool as it is to hear in the menus, it'd be cooler to hear it while you're playing the game as well. But this is one of those songs where I would look back on like Xbox One Edition, I boot up the game, and this song plays. It kind of like refreshes. It's like refreshing to hear, really. It's a good song. I just wish, I think it would be cool if it played in gameplay, at least like a creative mode song, not just a menu one, but no, it doesn't even play in creative or survival. So I think that kind of takes away from it. But the song itself is pretty good. Oh, it's kind of just a revamp of Minecraft. So, I guess we'll put it in the same tier as Minecraft then, because I do like this. Next up is Door. I'll be honest, I've never heard this song in my life. It's just a revamp or remix of Minecraft or Beginning. It's really strange. I've never heard this in the whole game. And I realized that when I go in the soundtrack, right, or the playlist of this game, there's so many songs listed here that I've never heard before. It's not even in the game at all, as far as my knowledge goes, so... I'm here to judge games or songs that I know are actually in the game, so I'm gonna axe this as well as any other song that doesn't appear to be in the game. Sorry, Door, you're cut. Get out. The door's out there. Get out. Next is Moog City. Like Beginning, it only plays in the beginning when you load up the game. It only plays in the menus. That's kind of takes away from it. But this right here is what defined Xbox One Edition for me, because this song, I'd be like coming back home from school, wanting to play like Minecraft minigames like Battle, Glide, whatever. And then my friends would jump in the party. We'd agree like, yeah, we're gonna play Minecraft. And this would be the song that would play almost every time you loaded it up. And it would go so well with like the loading animations that the game had. And it would just amplify my excitement like 10 times. Great song. I'm putting it in S tier actually. I don't care. I don't care, it's my tier list. On to music discs now. This is going to be interesting. First up is 13. You know, I really don't like this song, if I'm being honest. It's not just because, like, it's a scary song. Like, let's go back for a minute. Back, I started playing in Xbox 360 edition, and back then there were only 2 music discs you could get, 13 and Cat. So, yeah, this wasn't a very great option at the time, or even now. It's not a good option. Granted, if you want a scary track, if you're making like a horror game in Minecraft, I guess it's there for you to use. But even then, like, I have scary music in my playlist that I actually listen to. This I just don't really. You could even argue that's not really a song, it's just noise. Granted, it's not completely useless though, so I'll give it D tier. Next up is Cat. So Cat, like I said, with 13, this was one of 2 discs you could get back then before they added all the other ones in. At least for 360 edition anyway. I can't speak for all other editions, but yeah. So this was like the one and only disc that I was looking forward to getting back then. And for good reason, you know. The music disc is called Cat, but it was actually composed of 2 songs back then. On Bedrock Edition now, they actually cut the second half of the song called Dog. The first half is called Cat, the other second half is called Dog. And I think I like the second half more, if I'm being honest. I don't know why they would cut it, but I'm gonna treat it as if it's old school, as if it's all just one song. So with that said, I think that's an A tier. Great. It's a great song. It's a beautiful song. It's an amazing song. Okay, I'm getting pissed. This recording app I have fucking sucks, dude. Jesus Christ. I recorded like 3 different clips and they've all been cut. So I had to like redo them again. But I think I figured out the problem. So there shouldn't be no more cutting and no more redoing bullshit. So anyway, I'll just try and breeze through this. Blocks is a good disc. It's got, you know, a lot of people will hear this disc. You know, Cat was very nostalgic to a lot of people because it was one of 2 discs that first released and was basically the only one you actually really wanted. But I hear some people think of Blocks as their nostalgic disc, and you know, I can respect that. It's a very unique disc, I'd say, because, you know, it starts off calm, then it goes happy, then it goes transitioning to like a kind of sad song, and then it transitions from the ending of the song. It becomes kind of hopeful, you know. It's you might think of this as like messy, and I guess it is in a sense kind of odd that it's like an emotional roller coaster with its how it communicates musically, I guess. But that's very unique for a music disc. You know, not a lot of songs in Minecraft, or songs in general, really just stick to one theme. This does a lot in just 4 or 5 minutes, and it does it well. So I'm probably gonna put it in B for Blocks, because as great of a disc as it is, and a song, I'm not so sure it's on par with these other ones in A tier. But it's not bad by any means whatsoever. Next up is Chirp. Chirp is a great one. You know, a lot of people, it's a unique song. It sounds old-timey, kind of, like a little low quality maybe at the start. Some people think this sounds creepy, which I highly disagree. I think it sounds fine. Not even just fine, it sounds great. It sounds good. It sounds charming. I think it gives charm. But what I really like about this disc is the second half. This just sounds pretty. I don't know how a song could sound pretty, but yeah. I mean, I like it. It's a bit techno-ish kinda. The tempo, the speed, everything, it starts going off, you know? I like it. I especially like this part. It just like bursts energy. It's great. You know what? Dare I put it in S tier? Dare I put it in S tier? I dare. Fight me. I don't care what you say about Chirp. It's great. I love it. I'm putting it in S tier, and that's final. Suck it. Nothing you can do about it. Fight me. I double, triple, nipple, Big Mac, dare you to, yeah, fight me on that. Next up we have Far. This is another good one. It's actually kind of, as far as my general knowledge goes about other people's general knowledge, people don't really know about Far that much, which is a damn shame. It's a very calm track. Rather calm, yeah. I picture like a Zen garden when I think of this song, or building a garden in Minecraft. But then you go on to the later part of this, and it's just like, this is just beautiful there. It's amazing. There's no other words to describe it, really. This part, it makes me think like, it like shines, I think to me this part shows to me it's like the two people, whether they're friends or more than friends, whatever, two people working together and just like making something amazing, you know. That's what this song like shows me, really. Maybe I sound hella corny right now, I don't know, but that's what I think. And I like it. I'm putting it in A tier. Great disc. Great disc. Next up is Mall. This is one of the very few kind of sad tracks, sad songs in the game. At the same time, it's not only just sad though, but it's also it also gets you moving at the same time. It's really something, I'd say. I hate to be a broken record. Get it? Record, broken record. Funny. I hate to be a broken record, but it's a unique song. Not in terms of just like, oh, it's one of the few sad songs. There's barely any of those in the game, but it's like, it conveys sadness, but in like a fast, upbeat way, if that makes any sense at all. And it does so successfully. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Because, you know, whatever you're doing, it mostly can fit with what you're doing, and I don't know, I like it. It's underappreciated. Maybe I could get you guys to like it more, I don't know. Next up is Mellohi. This song people also used to think was creepy, which I don't understand. Well, I guess I kind of understand, but I never found it creepy. I just found it more like, I just found it different, really. I found it like gangster-like almost, rather than like creepy. Yeah, the disc is not exactly like something I listen to a lot, or even somewhat, so I'll put it at C. It's not bad, but it's not something I'd really listen to. It's not a with blocks, I'd say, so I'll put it at C tier. Stal. Do I have to explain this? It's S is for Stal. This isn't super tier or whatever. This is Stal tier. This is its own tier, really. You like jazz? Yeah, that's me. I like jazz. I listen to Stal 24/7 every single second of my life. It's Stal. I love this. I've loved that disc ever since I was a little boy. It was my favorite disc. It still is. Next up is Strad. That was a weird noise anyway. Next up is Strad. This is one of my friend's favorite music discs, or maybe was, maybe still is, I don't know. I could ask him, but I could see why. It gives like calm, cool, tropical vibes. Like if you're building in water, or maybe you're building a beach, something like that, this would be the song for that. Or it could also work if you're exploring too. It's a good song. You know, you can't really explore though while listening to these tracks though. I did think of that just now, because you have a music block, you have a jukebox that's a stationary block. It doesn't follow you. This music won't play just regularly. You have to play it at a certain location. So I guess that kind of takes away from all the music discs really. But I don't care. Let's just say that like you turn it on like a playlist or something. I don't know. Some of these, I don't know really. It's because I think I did something different where I think I took the menu musics down a peg because they only play in the menu, but I don't know. I'm gonna put Strad. I'll put an A tier, although it's A tier's getting pretty crammed. I'm gonna have to fix that up a bit. Next up is Ward. Listen to that crisp, grand beginning. That is just, ooh, very sweet. Chef's kiss or composer's kiss. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I just like that beginning. And then later in the song, you know, it starts playing. It's overall it's got a strange vibe, I guess. Maybe you could describe it as dreadful, but it's still enjoyable. And then later in the song it does get more joyful and rather prosperous, hopeful, I guess you could call it. I'm gonna put it in B tier, I guess, because it's not on par with some of these other songs, I'd say, but it's very well. It's good. It's good. Next up is 11. Kind of like 13. This was one of the scary discs. Ooh. So, you know, you probably wouldn't really listen to it much, if at all. But I think it's better than 13. Even by a whole tier, matter of fact. Because there's like, people are still guessing right now with these context clues. With these different noises in 11. Like, what happened? This sounds like an actual recording of someone going on an adventure and something going terribly wrong. People are still guessing, like, what is this disc hiding, you know, in the audio? I know people are still doing the same thing with 13, but it's just, like, unengaging, really. Music disc 11 is far more engaging. And not to mention it's a broken disc. It's one of its kind, really. The disc is really broken, so it looks cool on texture. It's great to kind of guess and hear the clues of what happened in the audio. And yeah, I like it. But granted, it's kind of, you could argue that's not even really a song, just noises. But I like guessing. I like guessing like what these noises mean, what's happening. Next up is Wait. I also, It used to be called Wait, Where Are We Now, if I'm not mistaken, back on earlier versions, but now it's just called Wait. Some people say even that it was just called Where Are We Now, it wasn't called Wait. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was called Wait, comma, Where Are We Now? That's what it used to be called. This is one of the other nostalgic songs that people like, or the discs anyway. You kind of see why. It's rather upbeat. There's like a kind of section where it dies down a little, just kind of calm a bit, and then it goes back to being upbeat, that cool techno feel. I'm pretty sure this was in some old Minecraft trailers, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of people like this song, and you know what? For a good reason. And it's just a generally good song. I'm putting it in S tier. You can't go wrong with Wait, or Wait, Where Are We Now? Can't go wrong with it. And before I keep going on, let's not forget that Wait, Where Are We Now was the last music disc that C418 had created. Following him was rather a couple of composers, mainly Lena, Raine, who made the music disc Pigstep. You know, a lot of people were thinking like, new composer, can she do it? Can she fit with Minecraft's theme? While this disc, Pigstep, doesn't really fit with the other discs, I still like it. And it doesn't really have to fit, really, if I'm being honest, because it is a music disc. Music discs are all about being unique, being their own thing. And this certainly did what it's supposed to do. Is it better than Stal? Is it better than Chirp? Wait, is it better than Dry Hands or Haggstrom? I don't know about that, but you know, I think it could be certainly made a case that'd be better than Strad or Cat or Far. I'm putting it in A tier because you know, you could call me nostalgia blind, nostalgia goggle, blah 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 blah. I don't care. It's my tier list. Mine. I'm ranking. So yeah. Pigstep. A tier. It's pretty dang good, but is it the best? I don't think so, but it's good, and I like it. Next up is Otherside. A lot of people really love this disc. So, wait until you hear I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan. I like it, but I don't think it's as good as, I think it's a bit overhyped, but it's not bad. I think I liked Pigstep more, if I'm being honest. So I'm probably gonna put it in B tier. Not bad at all though. Next up is 5, I believe this one was called. This one was not made by Lena Raine. This one was made by, I think his name was Samuel Alberg or something like that. It kind of tries to copy what Music Disc 11 did in the sense of sound design, telling a story, kind of, but it really didn't succeed in my opinion. You know, Music Disc 11 kind of had, I guess, it had consistent sounds and whatnot. You could really like kind of tell that there's like the setting and whatnot. You could just piece it together. Music Disc 5 though just does random things, and then it throws in the Warden, which was a new mob at the time. That's pretty cool, but it just kind of throws it all together, and it's just random things. I really don't like this disc. This is the first F tier, I guess. I don't like it. I don't see any reason. At least with 13 you could use it in a in like a horror game. I guess you could for Music Disc 5, but why would you though? It's just Alright, next up we got is Mutation. This is another song that plays only in the menus of the game. So yeah, whether you think that should take away from the song itself or not, I don't know. Really, I've been kind of iffy on that, if I'm being honest, if that really contributes to lowering the rank of a song, but the song itself is pretty good. It feels like a gateway song. It feels like this is another song that played during Xbox One edition whenever you're loading up the game, and it feels like playing this song, it's like the gates of Minecraft are opening to you as this song plays and like it starts loading up. It sounds weird, I guess, but yeah, that's how I picture it. It's like a very welcoming song to the game. But yeah, it's not obviously the best. It's pretty boring, but I guess maybe not boring. It's just bland, kinda. But I guess that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a rather welcoming song, nothing too special, really. So it does its job well. But oh that video, oh my god. I'm gonna put it in C tier because it's like you wouldn't really listen to it much on your own, but when it does come up on the menus, yeah, it's nice to hear. It really is. Next up is Floating Trees. Okay. This is an interesting one. This is also another menu song. Plays only during the menus. It's pretty atmospheric, I guess you could say. Ambient, actually. That's what I was trying to go for. It's nothing too special either, so I'm going to put it in C tier. So it's not bad. I like it. Now we're getting into the Nether music. The first songs to ever have been made for the Nether specifically, which is Dead Voxel. This song here. It's pretty good. It's got a little bit of sadness into it, but also some, like, oomph to it. I don't know how you'd say it. It kind of makes me want to go, like, explore the Nether a bit. It's like, it's got a sense of curiosity to it, I'd say. So I'm gonna put it, I'll put it in B tier, because it's good. I like it. Certainly not one of the better soundtracks of the game, but yeah, it's pretty good. Next up is Concrete Halls. This is, when I think of the Nether, I sometimes think of this song. It's kind of like, it gives the, I guess it's got like the danger aspect of the Nether. So it conveys that rather well, I'd say. Would I really listen to it though? Not really, no, so putting in C tier. Next up is Warmth. This is another Nether song. This is my favorite Nether song by far. Because this song right here shows like the sadness of the Nether, really. It's like almost corrupted at the same time. It shows the absolute dread you'd be of being in the Nether. Especially, imagine if you got stuck here. This is like the song that conveys like the feelings that you feel if you were stuck in the Nether. That's how I think of it anyway. I'm putting it in S tier. It is that good in my opinion. I love this song so much. Next up is Ballad of the Cats. Let me listen to this one again. Which one was this? This was... oh yeah. This is kind of another dangerous yet curious aspect of another, I guess you could... that's what I think of it anyway. So I'm gonna put it... I think Dead Voxel is better, so I'm just gonna put it in C. I wouldn't really listen to it on my own, really. So it's not bad, but it's like, you know, why listen, I guess. But it's not bad, though. And now we're getting into the creative music. First up is Blind Spots. This was the first track to have been made specifically for creative mode. I adore this track. When they first added the creative music, when I was little, I didn't really like it. I was like, man, I want to listen to the other music. But eventually the creative music grew on me on time. Perhaps Lena Raine's music will eventually as well. But this was the one track that I absolutely loved in creative mode. This I listened to when I was exploring like a huge like grass field world in creative mode, and it was great hearing this. I really wish this played during survival mode. I think it would fit very well, kind of like Haggstrom with its exploration kind of feel at the second path. This is like this whole song. This gives like a sense of wonder, like go out in your world, go explore, and go build or something. And I love it. S tier. S tier all the way. Next up is Biome Fest. Yet another really good one. It starts off very calm and ambient at the start, but eventually it starts picking up. And it gives like, I guess it does give another sense of wonder like some of the other songs too. I really like it. And it does go well with creative as well. Building something, possibly something elaborate or something like that. Or maybe you're making a clever redstone contraption or some kind of art build. I don't know. Whatever you're building, it's gonna probably go pretty well with this track. I'm putting an A tier. Next up is Haunt Muskie. This is one of two songs. Well, I hear people really like this song for its nostalgia. And that beat drop. That is amazing. Very good. Though I don't think it's as good as S tier, but I'd say it's pretty damn close, putting it in A tier. Next up is Aria Math. Aria Math is another one. I think this is the one that people think of when they think of creative mode music. Like, Sweden is to survival mode what Aria Math is to creative, if that makes sense. People think of Sweden when they think of Minecraft music, and when people think of creative mode, they think of Aria Math. Honestly, it's kind of like the same with Sweden, to where I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's not overrated. I won't say that. Sweden, I'd say, is overrated, but Aria Math, not really. I'm gonna put it in B tier because it's probably not a song I'd like to listen that much, but not bad at all. When it comes on, yeah, I like it. Taswell. Nobody seems to give much attention to this song, which I find a damn shame, because this is another great creative mode song that plays. And especially if you're like building a city or something, or if you're building with friends on a creative world, this is like the perfect song. This just gives me a sense of like, you know, being with your friends, building a community or something, building something together, and that's cool to me. I like that. I'm gonna give it do I put it in S tier? I feel like that might be too generous. Nah, I'm gonna put it in A tier. But yeah, great track. I love it. Next up, we have Dreiton. What is this one? Hang on. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, this is another pretty good one. It's just kind of calm and ambient. Doesn't really give much specific feels to me or imagery I could think of. But yeah, it's good. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Not exactly like a huge fan of it, but you know, it's good. Alright, I realized that I made a tremendous mistake. I put Cat and Pigstep in A tier when they rightfully belong in S tier. Cat was the first disc that, well, I really got into, and Pigstep was the return of music discs after like 5 years of not having any discs, maybe even more than 5 years. Pigstep came in and was the new start of new discs. And if not only was it a new disc, but it really just filled its role perfectly. It's a great disc, it's unique, and it really got people excited about music discs again, looking back at the old ones as well. So yeah, those two definitely belong in S tier. Now we're gonna move on to End. This is the music for, well, the End dimension. So it's very ambient, dark, dreadful, and kind of like the Nether. In some parts it would be corrupted. But what I like about this is you can hear faint songs in the background. Like at the very start you hear Minecraft, and then it gets corrupted like that. And then it goes on to be very ambient, very empty, really, just like how the End kind of is. It fits the End very well. And then later it becomes this like dark force kind of song. Like it like puts pressure on you, and keep in mind you just ventured into a new dimension that's just darkness, and it's just full of darkness and emptiness, and this just really conveys that well. And you're also fighting the Ender Dragon at the same time, as well as a couple Endermen if you look at them. And then later, this is a long song, mind you. This song is 15 minutes long, which is fine because you're going to be spending a lot of time in the End. So I guess that does make sense, rather. Another thing I like about this is, do you remember Dry Hands, that song in S tier that I put? I ranked it because it's kind of nostalgic, kind of dreadful almost. Gives you a sense of like despair almost. And that song, you can hear. You can hear it corrupted and faintly echoing in the End. What a perfect song to include for this. For the End. It's just, it's perfect, really. And then of course, later on, you know, you're fighting the Ender Dragon, so you need some cool epic battle music or something. So it starts getting upbeat. It's like brown, 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 brown. It starts getting a little hopeful, almost like motivational. Like, come on, you're gonna beat the Ender Dragon. It's a very diverse track, and it fits the End exceptionally well. Would I listen to it willingly? Yeah, I do sometimes. But that's not to say it's S tier. You kind of got to be in the mood for it, I guess. So I'll put it in B tier. It's like a hit or miss, really. You got to be in the mood to listen to it. But when you're in the mood, it's gonna be great. It's a great song to listen to. Next up, we have Dragonfish. This was the first song that C418 had made specifically for the oceans of the game. When you go in the water, you can hear this song. I remember the ocean songs in the game when they were first added. I could have sworn that they played when you're on land too and just going about walking around. But as time goes on, my friend and I, Ty Fighter if you know him, we started building in water, and then this track started playing, these ocean tracks, these water songs, and we were like, whoa, I haven't heard this in years. And it's crazy because it became sort of nostalgic, even though it's only 5 years. These songs came out during Update Aquatic. That was a rather long time ago if you think about it. And yeah, it was just cool hearing them again, but it sucks because I could have sworn they played in the overworld too. But really, it's only in the water now, and you gotta like go down in the ocean, maybe build stuff. That's what we did, and we ended up hearing the songs again. It's a dragonfish. It's, you know, it's rather aquatic-ish. I'd say there's another song that relates more to the water than this, but this kind of does, especially later in the track. It does convey the water environment rather well, and it's nice to listen to. Again, this played on land, I could have sworn, and this would be pretty good for exploration music. You know, you're just wandering your world. That would be pretty good. But yeah, I don't think it's too crazy good. Definitely not S tier. A tier, maybe. I'm leaning more towards B tier though, if I'm being honest. Next up is Shuniji. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. At first it's very ambient, you know. Then it starts picking up, and then goes do. Oh, stinky. Bruh. My friend doesn't like that meme there, and he doesn't like the song because of it. Anyway. Pretty good. Doesn't convey water to me that much, though. Again, it would be cool if it was, you know, exploration music, you know, while you're on the land, but, it doesn't really do that, so it doesn't really play there. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Not a huge fan, but it's pretty good. Now we have Axolotl. Kind of funny how C418 would make a song called Axolotl, and then years later, we get the Axolotl mob. Did C418 predict the future? Probably not. But, I think my friend and I agreed that this is the best water track that was made. You could hear at the beginning, like, bursts of bubbles or maybe underwater caves. And that immediately just rips you into the water. That just... It lets you know you're in the water, even though I already knew that because everything's blue, but yeah. It fits it very well. Exceptionally well. And it's rather, you know, kind of calm and happy. Then it gets a bit more, tempo starts increasing later on the song. And it almost sounds kind of hopeful-ish, I guess you could say. Pretty good. It does only play in the water, but, you know, it's very fitting for it, so that makes sense. I'll put it in A tier. I do think it's on par with some of these songs in A tier, if I'm being honest. Alright. That, by the way, Axolotl, that was the last ocean track that C418 had made, and I believe that is the last track that C418 has made for Minecraft that has been used. We are now in Lena Raine territory. This is where Lena Raine became the main composer of Minecraft. She became the main composer during the Nether update. And so she would go on to make songs for the Nether. I'm detecting a pattern here when every time there's a large amount, like a large biome or a class of biomes that are updated, new music comes with it, such as C418 with the aquatic update and Lena Raine making Nether music for the Nether update. This is probably my favorite Nether track that Lena Raine had made. It's very ambient, and it fits well with the Crimson Forest. You know, pretty ambient and kind of lively, especially in the background. You hear that like echoey kind of noise. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but yeah. And conveys not a sense of sadness, but almost like acceptance, like, well, like, this is the Nether. This is the way how it is, man. There's crazy, you know, monsters out there trying to attack you. There's fire and lava everywhere. And this is a place that these new piglet monsters call home. So, pretty good. I'll give it A tier. I do like this one. Having said that, I'm not the biggest fan of Lena Raine's music in Minecraft. At least, maybe during the Nether update, I liked it more, but as it went on, it was different. I don't know. We'll see here with the tier list. Next up is Rubedo. And I just got an ad for a Disney movie, so I can't even hear it right now. Okay, here we go. Okay. This is a pretty good one too. My friend Ty, he loves this one. This is his favorite Nether track, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just speaking for him, really. But yeah, this is pretty good. It's got like a nice loop at the beginning. It starts gaining volume, then starts changing a bit. But then once you go on, you get this like choir. It's kind of like Halo, now I think about it. And it starts off, you know, calm, then it builds up, and it makes this huge, like, tension, which fits the Nether quite well. Gives me the danger vibes that the Nether has, so that conveys it well. Having said that, I don't like the track too much, if I'm being honest. I don't really listen to it. But it's not bad though, so... I think I'll put it in C tier. I think B's just a little too high for it. I'm gonna have to like fix this real quick. Alright, there we go. There should be plenty of space in C tier. Yes, I am aware that the quality of the tier list looks absolute dog shit. It's illegible, you can't read anything. But yeah, I'm gonna make it to where in the end, because this recording app that I have that's recording my screen, it's kind of poopy, it's kind of bad, so but rest assured, that's not the rest of the quality that I have, it's just this single app, so, you know, in the end I will make a image so you could clearly see everything in its place. So now we're at So Below. This is another pretty good one. Kind of slow at the start, then it starts gaining traction. It's just rather calming, kinda. Maybe a minute of solace in the Nether. But then later in the song you do get a choir, gives up some tension, maybe some despair. It's kind of spooky, which I guess it does give like a scary feeling to the Nether, so I do appreciate that. I'm not sure if I'm too generous putting in B tier, but I'm gonna put it in B tier anyway. Next we have Stand Tall. I keep getting ads, so you guys will be hearing it. I won't be for a second. Let me hear this now. Oh, okay, this one. Yeah, not really a huge fan. This came out during Caves and Cliffs. I mean, it's okay. I think this is like the start of where I don't like Lena Raine's music all that much for Minecraft. And I think maybe it's just, in my opinion, they overplay her songs. Maybe call me crazy, but that's just how I feel. And I think I used to like these new songs with the Caves and Cliffs update that she made, but then it just got overplayed so much to the point where I'm just like, man. Maybe I'm crazy though. But yeah, it's like pretty nice piano keys, and then it starts getting like cartoonish and curious. Like I imagine a fox running around. It's not bad. I wouldn't say that. But it's kind of, like I said, I think it's overplayed. I guess it's okay for exploration music. I'm gonna put it in a C. I'm not that big of a fan, but you know, it's okay. Okay, next we have Left to Bloom. This is another one I think is just overplayed. I know, I sound like a crazy conspiracy theorist or something, but I swear to God, I keep hearing Lena Raine's music so much more than any of the other tracks, even though there's, well, it's kind of split actually. I guess it's not that crazy to think, but still, I just hear this song and like other tracks from Lena Raine way too much. But other than that, this is a fairly good one. I don't like the beginning that much. I do like the rest of the track, especially that piano that goes. I do like that. That is pretty sweet. Doesn't belong with Blocks or Otherside or Ward, but so I'll put it in C tier. Ancestry. This one is one of the few that I think Lena Raine absolutely nailed. This is for the deep, dark, you know, arguably the most scariest part, place in all of Minecraft. This conveys that very, very, very well. I was gonna say exceptionally, but they're kind of using that word too much. Not only is it a kind of spooky song, like, you can listen to it, unlike fucking 13 or 5, you could actually listen to this, and, not only that, but it's just like, fits its theme, fits its biome well. It's great, and, if you want to use it for, like, scary game you're making or something like that, this fits. I actually was going to use it in one of my games. So yeah, this is a great track. Good on you, Lena. Good on you, Lena Raine. I'll put it in A tier. I do think it's, yeah, that good. Next up we have Wending. Cool piano, I guess. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I do like this one. I think I'm starting to have a realization like that. I'm like Thanos in Endgame. I was like, thank you, Lena Raine. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. Perhaps. I think this is a solid B tier. Pretty good. Next up we have Infinite Amethyst. I don't like this one. Wait a minute, or do I? Hang on, let me listen more. Yeah. It's okay, really. Not a huge fan. But, it's okay. I think it's pretty situational. Kinda. I'll put it in a C tier. Because it's not bad by any means, but it's like, eh. One More Day. This one, I think. I hear this one way too much. I don't hear, like, a couple of these I don't hear that much, but this one I hear a lot. Like Infinite Amethyst, Left to Bloom. I don't think I hear those much. But this one I hear all the fucking time, I swear. So yeah, I think it plays too much for me. But, the song itself, kinda nice, kinda calmish, calmish, yeah. Yeah, let me go to the peak where people are hearing this. Oh. I mean, it's kinda nice, I guess. I do like the later half, I guess. But yeah, I'm not too... I don't like it that much. I'll put it in C tier. I don't think Raine's a bad composer by any means, especially a lot of people love her work with Celeste. When it comes to Minecraft, though, I don't think it's that great, but it's not bad. It's just overplayed and kind of meh. It's not bad to where I put it in a D tier or F tier. I just put it in like a C tier, really. It's kind of average. Next up is Floating Dream. This one is not made by Raine. This one's made by Kumi Tanioka. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I'm pretty good with pronunciation. I just mispronounced pronunciation. I said pronunciation. What the fuck was that, God? Kumi Tanioka. Floating Dream. This is another one I think is overplayed, so yeah, I'm not judging Raine specifically for that. It's just new tracks, I guess. I don't like this one that much. I think I'm putting it in D tier. I'm sorry, there's just not much for me to say about it. It's just kind of there, and I just don't like it. Comforting Memories. Made by Kumi Tanioka, again. You know, really, I thought these songs were also Raine's. Now I realize that it's not. I actually kind of like it. No, I'm kidding. These I don't like much either. Floating Dream, kind of don't care for it. Comforting Memories. This, I mean, I think I used to like it when it first came out. Only for like the first couple days. Then just kind of got old fast. So, D tier. It's not bad, but it gets old rather quickly. However, we are moving to An Ordinary Day by Kumi Tanioka again. This is their magnum opus. I love this track. It's like, I swear it's a situational track, meaning you have to be somewhere or do something for it to trigger. I swear this plays only when you're in caves, or maybe a lush cave, something like that. I don't know. I've only heard it like a couple times when I was in a cave only. But this is amazing. When I go in caves, and this place, it feels like it's ancient, like it's an ancient cave. But it's welcoming. It's rather welcoming. It's like, this is an ancient cave that, like, I don't know, maybe like ancient people went in. Welcome, come in and explore it. It's very charming. I love this track. S tier. It's been a little while since we put an S tier, and I think it deserves it. Good stuff, great stuff, amazing stuff. Ordinary Day, love it. Next we have FireBugs. This is an overplayed one. I know I'm a broken record. I know. I know. Freeze. Song itself. It's kind of there again. Doesn't really give me much vibes, really. I mean, it might be good exploration music, but there's so many other better options. I'm gonna put that in D tier. Next up we have Aerie. Uh-oh, astrology alert! Astrology alert! Alert! There is a white teenage woman who is like an astrology alert. She will kill you because you're an Aerie, and she's a Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn thing. I don't know. Anyway, track itself. Jokes aside, the track. I think this one I do hear rather frequently, but you know, this one I don't mind hearing it too much, if I'm being honest. It's pretty good. Although I don't like the beginning much, but when it picks up, it's okay. I don't want to be too harsh in it, so I'll put it in C tier. Christ, this is just a clusterfuck. I'm realizing this now. This tier list is just a cluster of shit everywhere. Maybe if I used the actual tier list website than this fucking sketch app, things would be much better, but no, I'm stubborn. Lastly, this is the last fucking song in the Minecraft soundtrack, at least for, you know, non-mashup packs. I might do a whole video for mashup packs. I might. This one is, it is unique. It does get overplayed sometimes. These were a wild track. Starting from FireBugs to now, it's the wild update, it says. Speaking of which, I like how they called it FireBugs, because they were gonna add fireflies in the game, and then they're like, nah, we ain't doing that. But anyway, I'm just gonna shut up and move on to Labyrinthe. Labyrinthe. Yeah. It's unique. I like that instrument that they're doing. I do like the later half of the song. It's like that, like the percussion. I do like that. It's not like super good, but I'll put it in B tier. I think it's definitely above average. That was every single Minecraft track ranked into a tier list. This took days to record and edit, and I had fun making this video. Link to the playlist is in the description. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think I ranked well and what I ranked badly. See ya in the next one.